his whole thing was when he came here was not really so much about Islam. It was mostly about freedom, justice, and equality.
Mm.
But Islam was the thing that he used to attract us as a religion to the Christianity. We use that as a point of teaching us, making us more aware of know thyself, that you're a greater people than what the slave master had put on you. These things made us who we are today of Islam. We are to be independent thinkers.
Mhm.
So we took that, and Elijah Muhammad also took it as to be a part of our life, building a nation of our own. He began to get farmland, Mississippi, Georgia, and right here in Michigan. Those things made us grow.
The alignment of a lot of the movements that we think of when we think of Black independence, Black struggle, the Nation of Islam and what that stands for. The U.N.I.A. and Marcus Messiah Garvey and what that stood for, the Republic of New Africa right here in these grounds and these thought processes of independent nation and what that is, always being like a movement that's on a pulse of the minds of Black Americans. You find a lot of the works, the teachings, the writings of the foundation of the Islam. Tell that story.
When my father passed, he wanted someone to take care of him, and he chose myself
Mhm,
to help take care of him. So those things happens to be connection with my father.
mhm,
And he would always tell me the history of the Nation of Islam
mhm,
and those things. One day he came to me and said, I'm going to leave you something. And I didn't know what he was talking about.
mhm.
He was writing a book on his brother called The Man from Sandersville, Georgia.
So he was writing a book on Elijah Muhammad.
And he was trying to find the papers that he had misplaced. And he asked me if I ever come about them to bring them back to him to let him know where he left them at. But at the time when I was searching through the house, I discovered other papers. After his passing, I was going through the house in boxes that was there on the attic, and like 4 or 5 boxes. And I went to open them up, and there was all things on Master the 1930s, the beginning, how the of Islam started its beginning from the foundation inside his work,
Mhm.
um, how he came up with the idea of Islam, the study on how the University of Islam began. This is a picture Master, that he gave my mother. He
Mhm.
gave a picture of himself, all those pioneers
Yeah.
at the time. So he gave this picture to them